I know. I can't put that. We've got to get bundles.
Subscribe to Drowsy and Steve.
Right, everybody, welcome back to another match preview, the 4th round replay. It's the Stadium of Light. Sunderland versus Fulham. I don't know why.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. It's Sunderland versus Fulham on a Wednesday night, and anyway, we have got our tickets. Have you? There's not that many being sold, Steve.
I know. There's going to be empty seats all over the place, and they're thinking, let them up the road and have a field day.
The only reason I suggest you should go on is because it's going to be on the telly. I didn't know people's personal circumstances, if they can't afford it, but the reason why I suggest it is because looking on the website, it doesn't look like we've sold as many as what we should, really, considering, you know, who's going to be watching it, them up the road, and we'll get stick for it. Another thing...
Mate, we went for it. Did you see that video that's flying around on socials?
No.
That Millwall fan videoing. I don't know if he's a Millwall YouTuber or what, but I've seen it getting shared a few times. And he's videoing the Sunderland fans, and he's saying it's during the game, and he's like, "Oh, we've got loads to go play for, blah blah." And then he goes back to himself. He says, "Love them or hate them." He says they are the best fans in the country.
Oh, did he? Oh, class,
and look at them.
Class.
But then they're going to watch us on telly on Wednesday, and there's going to be freaking loads of empty seats.
I know, so get your tickets. If you're just sitting there to watch the match, please just go and get your tickets and come down. It's going to be cold, but so who cares? Right, we're going to start with Millwall first, because we didn't really do a review. We've just done a stream. So, Stephen?
I was buzzing to get a point at the end of it. I think, like I said at the end of the stream, Millwall have failed hard done by, because I think overall, I mean, they kicked the shit out of us and they bullied us, but
that's the thing.
But they stopped us playing our football. We saw glimpses of what we can do, but we still never really created that chance. And then, obviously, Pritchard put a wonderful free kick in. Cirque and brave as you like went in. Put his head on it and then got knocked clean out by the keeper. Right. I've seen a lot of carry on about that, saying that it's a blatant red card that nobody's talking about. So if an outfield player, if a defender misplaces a tackle, if a defender misplaces a tackle, then it's a foul, or if it's a bad one, then he gets sent off.
He does,
He misplaces a punch and knocks Cirque clean out.
That's the thing, we haven't got VAR though, ever.
So, you know what I mean? But
if VAR went back and looked at it,
I do believe he went for the ball.
Of course he did.
But he missed it and punched him all out.
It was accidental.
So if somebody does a late tackle, then they get in the book or sent off, you know what I mean? I never thought about it at the time, and I never either.
No, I didn't. But
somebody mentioned it, it's been shared a lot, and I'm like, I actually quite agree with that.
No, well, to be honest, when we're first saying it, you just think, oh, it's accident, the keeper didn't mean it, went for the ball, and then he missed the ball and it circled.
But it wasn't until after the game when I seen the
slow
still.
replay.
I seen like the still shot.
It looks like
whereas John is fist like on his face.
I give him it.
Oh, aye.
And another thing,
it was Cooper tried to dive. Well, he did dive in the box, but the referee waved it off. And then he flattened Patterson, and he went over and freaking Bart nearly killed him. Like,
didn't he?
Ball out saying, "No, please, you both be friends. You both be friends. I know you both, please."
I did say that. I totally agree with you regarding Millwall, though. I was happy to come away with a point. The lads fought on. They were getting kicked to shit, though, weren't they?
But it's a very, very tough place to go, and I think you were saying that they're up there with possibly some of the best home form.
Oh, they are.
I think Burnley's got the best. But then it's Millwall. So to go there and we'll come away with a point. We'll come from behind as well, which shows the character of the team. It shows that, which is a lot different from over the previous years where this now we keep going to the end. We keep going and we keep going. And it could have been different on Saturday. If Robertson bloody passed it,
oh my God,
it could have been a different story.
I have nightmares about that.
I know, but you never know. You never know. But never mind. It is what it is. We've got a point on the road. And I'm happy.
No, I totally agree with you. Honeyman and all. And another thing I'd like to pick out, did you see the save from Patterson when Honeyman tried to curl it into the top right and he fingertipped it round? It was just outstanding save. And there's
go on. You're going to see what I was just about to say.
I know. Well, I'll see it. Apparently,
Leicester and Wolves. No, go on, you can see it.
Apparently, there's Premier League clubs sniffing around Patterson. Would you see his Premier League ready yet?
No, definitely not.
No, I didn't.
No, he's still at Sunderland. He's not ready.
Even if he was, even if there weren't anyone, I don't think he's quite there. But then,
shot stopping wise, he is.
Geeson Steele is playing for Brighton.
No, he's not. He's on the Brighton squad. He's not playing for them.
He did the other day, man.
He's played a few games in the cup.
He's played a few games.
But no.
I
think shot stopping wise, he is. Shot stopping wise, he's class. However, you still kind of see him speak. For me, he's not loud enough.
Very quiet, isn't he?
If you look at the likes of Pickford and like Joe Hart, for example, they're screaming at the defenders all the time or screaming at the players. I've never seen Patterson scream once.
He doesn't command his box.
I've seen him if he has to make a save. I've seen him stand up and go, Like that little I don't know emoji. He's just like that. I'm like, we can scream at them, get them killed.
That's what it is. He doesn't command his box well. His distribution, though, he's improved since League One. Like,
couldn't have got much worse.
He couldn't have. set pieces, he's a bit questionable. But listen, he's been really good this season.
Oh, like, superb.
I can, apart from, their goal, Millwall's goal, what got disallowed.
Yeah.
I cannot really see he's made some like vital mistakes apart from that one.
But also, the reason that got disallowed was because his vision was blocked, so you can't really blame him for that.
You can't blame him for that, you're right, aye. So, to be honest, I think he's doing all right. He's doing well in League in the Championship. He's keep progressing, and he will be a Premier League goalie one day. I have no doubt.
For Sunderland?
For Sunderland. Right, moving on to Fulham. Fulham. They did really well. We did really well. I think over the 90 minutes, I was gutted we didn't get the win really down there. Chris Rigg,
obviously, especially with Rigg scoring that goal. I mean, Bar was a mile offside, but was. You know what I mean? They should have given him because Rigg's only 15.
And listen, Fulham done really well in the Premier League the other day. They picked up a point away at Chelsea. Like I say, Fulham is Chelsea's bogey team.
You see it away. They travelled 3 minutes away from the home ground to play against Chelsea.
Jesus.
They used the home dressing room and just walked across the road to Dalrymple Bridge.
No, they're a bit of a bogey team for Chelsea, Fulham, and they've done well. Listen, I think they're going to pick a much stronger squad against us on Wednesday than they did in the first leg. Solomon, I remember in the first leg, he was fast as out. Hume did have a little bit of a nightmare trying to keep up with him because he's pacey as you like. And then you've got like really experienced players like Daniel James, Premier League proven. He's been at Man United, then he went to Leeds. Now he's at Fulham, and you've got Tom Kearney who scored past us, Stephen, on
a goal.
Great
footwork.
Sat about 4 of our players down and put it past Patterson. And it is going to be a hard game, but like I say, if we can get, I was going to see a big attendance, but we're not going to really. We're looking at the internet online.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can, but it's going to be a hard game.
Hopefully there'll be a few last minute people getting tickets because I mean, my last one out to check today, and there's still loads available. Like with it being on, that's why I was gutted it was on telly. But no, we do know Fulham are a good team. They've been playing really well this season. They did well against us, but I think that just shows the quality of Sunderland that day as well. Because, like I say, we nearly snatched it at the end. The likes of Mitrovic and all that, they were on the bench. Wilson was on the bench. Willian was on the bench, and I can't see them being on the bench on Wednesday. I think they're going to come and they're going to go for it. But I'm still not going to rule us out. Still not going to rule us out at all.
No, but their defence done really well against Chelsea. Ream got man of the match in that game, so it just shows you they were getting like peppered a little bit. Seeing peppered, Chelsea had more possession, but listen, it's going to be different. It's obviously going to be a different game coming up against us. I just feel as if the lads are getting more and more confident every game they're playing, especially. I was going to say especially the young ones, and all.
They're all young.
They're all young, but like the one person who didn't really shine like he has been in previous games for me was Ahmad. He was very quiet. His short passing was off as well. It kept getting intercepted against Millwall. But it was their type of football.
That's credit to Millwall because they stopped us playing our game.
They did. And I think Fulham, Stephen, is going to be a different type of game.
Of course it is.
I think it'll suit Sunderland better.
There's not many teams play like Millwall at all. There's not many at all.
I think Fulham will, when we come up against them, it'll be like a bit more of an open game. I think we'll have more chances in the Fulham game than we did in the Millwall game, to be honest.
That's not odd.
Well, I know.
One clear chance of goal.
Jesus, I know. But like you've just said, Fulham's a really good team. It's going to be a good game. I think obviously they're probably going to have more possession than what we have. It's just a given.
Possession doesn't win you football games. Goals does.
But our players, especially the likes of Roberts, the likes of Ahmad and Hume, they like to link up the three of them down that right hand side.
And now Pritchard's back in the fold as well.
Exactly, Pritchard's looking sharp as well. It was his free kick what whipped in.
We scored from a set piece.
I know. Set piece. Come on.
As you know, we haven't got a striker available to play. None of our new signings that were made come allowed to play. Obviously, Gelhart's injured, but also regardless of that, we can only play who was registered with the squad for the original game on the Saturday before the transfer deadline.
Just let you know, if you look at the barrier in
we're
a minute.
nearly finished off and we'll come over.
Right.
Sorry.
Maybe we're getting chased. So Pritchard's back. So I imagine Pritchard will be going the number 10, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Ahmad pushed up front. But that could still work because then you've still got. Then again, but like I say, when we had this before, not having a striker, remember the balls that were getting pinged across the 6-yard box, it was never that finished. No. Ahmad's got more confidence than what he had last time now, so I think he could do a job there. It's going to be interesting to find out. Obviously, Sirkin is not allowed to play because he's concussed. But he's concussed. He's got to do the concussion protocol, so he'll be out for the next 2 weeks. But he only came back on the pitch for 10 minutes. So But he came off the bench anyway, didn't he?
Aye.
So at least he'll probably slip back into the left back slot.
He will, aye.
And I think it'll be a case of Gelhardt. The team I'm expecting will probably be the same as what it was at Millwall, except Pritchard will replace Gelhardt behind.
And what about in the middle? Just Dan Neil and Mitchell again?
Dan Neil and Mitchell. I reckon so, yes.
I've been really impressed with Dan Neil in recent games. Like he was my man of the match.
On Saturday, I was mine as well.
He was outstanding, especially his defences. He's getting back and stopping that block cross from Watmore when he squared it. What's your score prediction?
I'm going out there, me. I'm going to say it's going to be 2-2 and Sunderland's going to win on penalties.
I was going to say a 0-0 Sunderland win on penalties.
I'm saying 2-2 Sunderland win on penalties.
Well, I'm going for a Sunderland 1-0 win. I have faith in the lads. They're young, exciting, they just want to prove themselves again, and it's on telly, and I think they can do the job. 1-0 Sunderland. Hit the thumbs up.
Subscribe if you're new. We'll see you on Wednesday. I'm with the lads.